Today, we're talking about the death of former President Jimmy Carter, a rise in homelessness in 2024, Republicans disagreeing over H-1B visas, and other top news for Monday, December 30th. Stay informed while remaining focused on Christ with the pour-over today. Here's the quote of the day. I have one life and one chance to make it count for something. My faith demands that I do whatever I can, wherever I am, whenever I can, for as long as I can, with whatever I have to try to make a difference. President Jimmy Carter, 1924 to 2024. Let's get started with some espresso shots. Jimmy Carter, 39th President of the United States, died yesterday at 100. Carter, the longest-lived U.S. president, served a single tumultuous term in the Oval Office from 1977 to 1981, during which he brokered a peace deal in the Mideast through the 1978 Camp David Accords, but struggled to combat significant economic issues domestically. He is perhaps better known for his post-presidency humanitarian work. Carter's efforts to promote democracy and eradicate disease through the Carter Center earned him the Nobel Peace Prize in 2002. He also famously taught Sunday school and built homes for Habitat for Humanity until 2019, when his health declined. He passed in his humble Georgia home, worth less than the armored Secret Service vehicles parked outside. Details of President Carter's state funeral, which will last 5 days in Washington, D.C., will be announced shortly. Here's the verse to consider when your time on earth draws to a close. Don't let your heart be troubled. Believe in God. Believe also in me. In my Father's house are many rooms. If it were not so, would I have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? John 14, 1 and 2. Homelessness in the U.S. hit record levels this year. A federal report released Friday revealed that over 771,000 people, roughly 23 out of every 10,000 Americans, experienced homelessness in 2024, an 18% increase from 2023 and the highest level since 2007. Homelessness among families with children rose 39%, affecting 150,000 children. The Department of Housing and Urban Development attributed the rise to inflation, stagnant wages, affordable housing shortages, natural disasters, and an influx of migrants overwhelming shelters in cities like Chicago, New York City, and Denver. On a more positive note, veteran homelessness dropped 8% to around 32,000. Cities like Dallas, down 16%, and LA, down 5%, saw decreases after preventative actions taken in recent years. Here's a verse to dwell on when considering everyone made in God's image. Finally, all of you be like-minded and sympathetic. Love one another and be compassionate and humble, not paying back evil for evil or insult for insult, but, on the contrary, giving a blessing, since you were called for this, so that you may inherit a blessing. 1 Peter 3, 8 and 9. There's a fierce debate happening amongst Republicans over a specific area of immigration policy, the H-1B program. H-1B visas allow U.S. companies to employ highly skilled foreign workers for specialized jobs. Think computer scientists, engineers, and physicians. Advocates, including Elon Musk, argue the H-1B program is needed for the tech industry to recruit top engineers and keep America first, comparing the visas to professional sports teams recruiting top players from other countries. Critics of the program argue that visas take jobs away from U.S. citizens, with some even calling for the elimination of the program. On Saturday, President-elect Trump appeared to side with Musk, saying he's been a believer in H-1B and has used it many times on his properties. It's not clear if he will pursue any changes to the program when he takes office. Regardless of your approach to the immigration policy, you are an important part of Christ's mission to demonstrate his love for the world. Reflect his inexhaustible compassion by loving your neighbor humbly and unconditionally. John 13:34 and 35 says, I give you a new command. Love one another. Just as I have loved you, you are also to love one another. By this, everyone will know that you are my disciples if you love one another. In other brews, here's a wraparound of updates. Sunday, 179 people were killed in the deadliest air accident ever in South Korea. A Jeju air flight arriving from Bangkok skidded off the runway without visible landing gear, slamming into a wall and erupting into flames. 2 crew members survived with medium to severe injuries. Birds and weather are being investigated as possible causes, though experts say they have more questions than answers. President-elect Trump is asking the Supreme Court to hit snooze on the law banning TikTok so he can negotiate a resolution that both saves the app and protects national security. The law, passed with sweeping bipartisan support in April, requires the Chinese-owned app to be sold or banned in the US by January 19th, one day before Trump's inauguration. South Korea is on its 3rd president this month. On Friday, the opposition-controlled National Assembly impeached acting President Han Duck-soo for failing to fill positions in Korea's constitutional court. Han took over after President Yoon Suk-yeol was impeached for his short-lived martial law declaration. Finance Minister Chu Young-ho is the new acting president, tasked with leading amid political turmoil. Uncle Sam is about to hit his credit limit. Treasury Secretary Janet Yellen warned lawmakers that unless Congress acts, the Treasury Department may need to take extraordinary measures as soon as January 14th to prevent the U.S.'s card from being declined. The U.S. has never defaulted on its debt, but economists warn that economic impact would be global and devastating. And that's all we have for today. Thanks so much for listening. If you're listening on the Apple Podcasts app, give us a 5-star rating and drop a review. If you're listening on Spotify, give us a follow and hit the notification bell to never miss a new episode. We appreciate your support and hope you have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday.
Hey, it's Emily from The Pour Over. The holidays are over, but my wallet? She's still recovering from endless holiday festivities, gifts, and class parties. If you're looking for a new habit to kick off the new year, Upside is it. This app puts a little cash back in your pocket when you're already filling up your gas tank or grabbing a bite to eat. I even get cash back on our Friday pizza night tradition. It's super easy. Download the app, check the map for gas or food offers nearby, claim one, pay like normal, and boom, cash back. Download the free Upside app and use promo code TPO to get an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas. That's an extra 25 cents back for every gallon on your first tank of gas using promo code TPO.